Okay, so what we've done so far, just to review for those people at home. All right, we aligned our paper, then 1/4 of an inch over, marked it, 1/4 of an inch down, marked it, 1/4 of an inch over, marked it, 1/4 of an inch up from the middle of the paper. Okay, to make first two lines of our border, we drew this line to the bottom of our border. We used our T-square with our triangle for that line of the border. Now you can see my dot right there I made. I'm going to do that one, my border. HB/number 2 pencil. Then I'm going to do, sorry, my head, well, no, it can go like this. My head should stay out of the way for you. Then I'm going to do the top. Okay? Should look just like that. Okay? Border, all 4 sides. Okay? Next, zoom in a little bit here. Move this down some. Over a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now let's put the title block across the bottom. You guys saw that on those line worksheets that we did, the vertical, the horizontal, and the ones on the angle. You had that block on the bottom. I was calling it title block. We got to make our own. Your title block is going to be 1/2 of an inch big. You're done measuring from the edge though. Okay. For the border, we measured from the edge over 1/4 and marked it. We measured an edge from 1/4 and marked it. Edge up, edge over. We're not doing that anymore. Now we're going from the border. Everything gets contained inside the border. Border's kind of like a picture frame. Okay, think of it like that. And the image or whatever we're going to draw is all contained inside of there. So title block goes on here. Doesn't matter which corner you do. I'm going to go lower left-hand corner. You can go either lower left or lower right. Up 1/2 inch and mark it. So from this corner where these two lines are intersecting, I'm going to go up 1/4 of an inch. Mark it like that. And draw a line straight across. So now there's the top of our title block. All right. Then we're going to take our title block.
You said 1/2 inch for the title block, right?
I did say 1/2 inch. Sorry, I don't know who that is, but I did say 1/2 inch.
Okay.
1/2 inch up, and then straight across. Okay. Then let's stick with lower left-hand corner. Let's go from there. And we're going to go 3 inches over to the right and mark it. So 1, 2, 3. Mark it like that. And then we're going to draw a line. Remember we had separate boxes inside the title block? So we're going to draw a line. My T-square is too low. Top of the title block down to the border. Like that. Okay. 3 more inches over. 1, 2, 3. Action going on outside the classroom. It's usually eerily quiet here. So now another 3 inches over. Draw a line straight down like that. Okay. Then 2 inches. So 3 inches, 3, 2. Next one's 1 3/4. And if you did this right, you should be left with about 5/8. That box should be about 5/8. right here. Okay. So I already have, I think, on your Google Classroom, I don't want to go tear my screen down and go look. I put a video, it's a short one, it's like 3 or 4 minutes long of me doing this. It's a border and title block. That's from like 2 years ago, and I was even meaner then than I am now. And the first one, I made them do a bigger guidelines in that one, and then skinnier ones in here. I'm getting nicer in my old age, and so I just decided just to make it the same all the way across. So they're not going to be different. So if you ever do end up watching that border and title block video, that's the only difference. Everything else is the same except the guidelines for this is where the title goes. The guidelines are different in here. Okay. So now the guidelines. We're going to need guidelines that are going to be just like the ones we made. You are going to make a measurement at 3/16 up and 5/16 up. So you will get the middle. If you could, yeah, you guys should be able to see that right there. You're going to get the middle 1/8 of an inch. And remember, these are going to be really, really light. Really light all the way across. Just like that. Okay? Good. I'll make sure everyone's where we're at. First 3-inch goes the title. The title of this is called the conversion chart. So I'm going to do this in HB. So it's darker. I just boo-boo. Conversion chart. Next one goes your name. Okay. Next goes our date, name, date, hour. Date is 9. Love doing 9s. Whoa, 17? 17. Next, focus this a little bit. Come on, Sadowski, get with it. That's a little bit better. Like, week. Hour. Third hour. Third hour. Smallest box goes our drawing number. Since this is our first drawing, 1. So there is a completed border and title block. Name, date, and hour. All on there. Now let's see how I can do this. So I want to put this over here. Sadowski over here. This. And third out. Up. Classwork. Thursday. There we go. All right. So what we need to do is we need to split this thing in half, because this is the one we're doing over here. We need to split this drawing in half. Okay? This space. This is our workspace. We have this big space right here. We need to split that in half. So it's 10 and a half, or should be. If you did this right, should be 10 and a half. Should be 10 and a half down here. So half of 10 and a half. 5 1/4. Okay? Should be using my other pencil though. Then you could use HB if you wanted to on this one, kind of like a border. Okay. All right. Then comes the not so fun part. Now you have to put all these guidelines in here. They are all 1/4 of an inch apart. Okay. So what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the first couple up here. Then I'm going to show you guys how to do these, the proper way to do these fractions on the with these guidelines, because it's done kind of a different way. Then I'm just going to make this drawing, probably talking to you and talking to myself as we go along. And then you guys will be off and running. Okay. So the right side of this is basically just practice, more practice for us doing lettering. This side, you're actually going to want to hang on to. You can even ask some of the advanced CAD kids about the conversion chart. What most of them do is they have this line right here. They fold this paper in half. And when they're in here, they shove it in their binders. You'll need the conversion chart, the decimal to fraction conversion chart, once we get on the computers. So you'll use this later on, okay, in class down the road. Otherwise, you'll be looking up a conversion chart all the time. We're making one right now. Okay, so first, all of these lines are 1/4 apart. So we're going to go down and make them. I'm actually going to move my seat. Start at the top, though. Every fourth. Every fourth, may the fourth be with you. Okay. Just made about a third of them. Now I'm going to go up here. All the way down. That image too is available if you want to pull it up on your screen and not have to get it through. Oh, that's in Google Classroom. I'm going to tell you about the website in a second that you can use as a reference. Because the website has all of your assignments on there. Like I said, they'll be pushed out in Google Classroom, but for us eager beavers, all of them are already there for you if you really are falling in love with your drafting equipment. Okay. I did about a third of them. All right, now I'm going to switch my pencils around. Everything gets a space in between lines. They all get spaces in between lines. Okay, it's like a double space. One side we're going to put fractions, other side we're going to put decimals. So fractions on one side, decimals on the other. Okay. So now you'll skip a line. First one we're going to do is 1/16. So what you basically do, let me use this. See how this works for us. I'll zoom in a little bit. All right, so what you're going to do is, here's the guidelines for you. Okay. When you're using a fraction, proper way to do this is what I always tell people to do. When you're going to use a fraction or write a fraction on there, you're going to put the divider bar right in the middle of your guidelines. And for 1/16, you're actually going to go above the guidelines, one like that. 16th will end up going like that. Okay, if we're to do 1/8, I tell them put the bar first so you can see it, so it's right in the middle. So on the actual number, half of it's on top of the guideline, half of it spills below, which is why you'll see on the sheet why we like flip-flop them back and forth here in like a zigzag pattern or alternating so they don't run into one another. Okay? And same thing when we get to like put a bar in the middle like this and go to 3/16. Come down a little bit more. Bar in the middle. I go to 3/4. Okay? Hopefully you kind of get and understand that. So this, oops, zoom out a little bit. There we go. So on fractions over here, I'm going to do bar 1/16. And over here for decimals, they just go right on there. The decimal is 0.0625. Okay. Then I'm going to skip a line and come over here. Bar in the middle. 2/16 is the same as 1/8. And over here, right underneath it, I'm going to line this one right up to it. Go like this. 0.125. Okay. Now you're going to go down, do all the ones that you see over on this side. Then you are going to fill out all of that so that it looks just like this one. And that is your very first drawing that you're going to do in here. I'll have this one done, maybe, in a bit, just like you guys. If you want to stick around, go ahead.